Alright, hello everybody, Person 1 here, and welcome to episode 6 of my XCOM The Bureau playthrough. There's still about 1 or 2 episodes until I have access to a better microphone, so I would like to thank all of you who still are watching this, despite the bad audio quality. Alright, so we just finished up another side mission, and now we can get on with the main story. Let's do this. I think that this means that the president is dead. Uh-oh. Alright, so it looks like Yara is leveled up to level 3, and that means he has a choice between this ability, which increases the rate at which his mine ability recharges, or this ability, which increases his accuracy and damage with weapons. I think for Yara's, I will go with the damage increase. So Smith, our support, has leveled up, and he has the choice between the Disrupt ability, which destroys shields and stuns, and the Weaken ability, which destroys armor and renders them vulnerable, which just basically means they have no armor. There are, as far as I know, 2 main armored units in the game, which are the Muton and the Sectopod, and they're pretty tough to deal with. There are a lot more shielded units in this game, but shielded units are also easier to deal with. So I think I'll have Smith go with Weaken, and the other support, whatever his name is, will go with Shield, with Disrupt.
The support agent destabilizes heavy targets. Armor is heavily damaged, and targets are briefly vulnerable to incoming fire.
Yeah, so Pittman has also leveled up to rank 3, and I will have him take Disrupt.
The support agent drops an enemy's shields and temporarily disables them. This can neutralize elite troops or commanders.
Oh, it looks like our Recon has leveled up to rank 3 as well. At rank 2 is the choice between Hard to Kill, which reduces his chance to be hit, or Sniper, which increases his damage with the rifles. As, well, having your agents do damage is always a good thing. It's, generally speaking, you want them alive. So I think I'll go with Hard to Kill, although I could say that the Recon shouldn't be close enough to be really under fire. It's, given the ranges at which we fight at, that probably will happen anyway, so I think I'll go with this. For rank 3, he's got Cloak or Diversion. Diversion puts up a hologram, and Cloak obviously cloaks. Given that he has Hard to Kill, I don't know if this applies while he's moving, but we can use Hard to Kill and Cloak to make him sort of a flanker sniper sort of a deal. So we can cloak him, he'll get into a position far away from the rest of us, and hopefully that means that Hard to Kill will make it so that he won't go down while off in the middle of nowhere away from the group.
Technology commandeered from the outsiders briefly renders the recon agent invisible. Best used to send the recon agent into sniping or flanking position.
For Zhang, we shall get Sniper, because 2 recons, 2 trees, may as well just have the other one.
I don't like it when my agents go off the rails, Carter. Never ignore my orders again. You're lucky things turned out as well as they did with Dr. Weir's rescue. I'll overlook it this time. I understand the situation is getting to you.
Weaver tell you that? Or you just figured it out on your own?
I need to know I can trust you, Carter. I took a big risk including you in this operation, and I'm about to take another.
In case you forgot, I was the one who caught the infiltrator.
I'm well aware, and you're going to help us interrogate the captive. but we absolutely cannot afford another breach, especially not now. We can't afford to let any of our information become public.
I've been wanting to have a talk with that infiltrator.
There's a lot we can learn from him, but right now, there's one piece of info that could help us end the war.
What's that?
Where to strike.
Impressive. But can it win the war?
It can give us a fighting chance.
What do we know about the infiltrator?
We've been running a barrage of tests on it. Preliminary interrogation, medical checks. The boys in the lab even took a look at the devices implanted in him.
Find anything useful?
We don't even know his name, or if his kind even have names. But we have reason to believe he'll be more responsive now.
What happened? Lock him in solitary for a couple weeks?
You might be closer than you think. In a recent examination, our surgeons removed this from his head. We think it's some kind of communication device.
He was bugged?
We're not sure. Weir thinks it was his connection to Mosaic.
That's their communication network.
According to Dr. Weir, yes. Whatever it is, ever since we removed this thing, the infiltrator's been less aggressive, more morose.
Interesting. How do we know we can take them out in one strike?
Weir's been studying their transmissions, and he believes they're coming from a single source.
That's this Mosaic thing they...
Yes. The doctor says his measurements prove that it's some sort of central command, possibly even a single being. And if our tests are correct, it is indeed more than just some sort of radio network.
How so?
After studying the infiltrator's implants and physiology, we believe it connects directly to the minds of the outsiders.
So if we take out Mosaic's core, we shut down every outsider on this planet.
That's the idea. But we need to know more.
That's an impressive flying saucer you've built.
Actually, the Air Force was already toying with a prototype like this. Our German associate just made a few modifications, including everything we could steal from the outsiders.
How does it handle?
When it's finished, it'll be faster and more maneuverable than anything in the skies.
Can it get through those Venn gates of theirs?
That's what we need you to find out.
I'll see what I can get out of the infiltrator.
Good. We've got him in a containment center in the lab, built especially for him.
Got his own luxury suite, huh? That ought to soften him up.
Don't count on it.
How gentle do I need to be?
Just be careful. He's the only captive we have.
It can move in any direction? Like a helicopter?
Yes. The helicopter was twice as durable, 5 times faster, and could fly through a vacuum.
Ah, that makes quite a difference.
Shut it down! Shut it down before it blows! No, wait! We need to test the threshold!
Yes, we really should see when it explodes.
Are you too crazy? Shut it down! Did you see that lift? Wunderbar. Never before have I seen it equal. Sure, if you don't mind your crew splattered all over the walls. Of course, of course. But that is why we do this radio control test beforehand, yeah? There's no way you get me in one of those flying saucers until you work out the eject system. Nonsense. If we are careful and precise in our work, we will have no need of ejection systems. We might not need one. But I'm the one who's gonna be piloting that thing. I still don't understand why you don't want us to design weaponry for this new craft.
Yes, we have a very promising prototype.
No, knife.
Who's built this thing?
At first, it was an experimental project in the Air Force. The alien technology just helps it work better.
But there's no way something like that should fly. It's impossible.
It's time to change our definition of impossible.
Here you're gonna have a word with you-know-who. Give him a shiner for me, will ya?
The infiltrator's right inside, Agent Carter. If you need anything, just ask.
Officer, you're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
You've been brought up to speed?
Yes, sir. Prisoner is secure, mostly docile, and Faulke has things in hand. I'd say it's going pretty well.
We could use more of that kind of optimism around here.
Really, sir? It seems like you've got things in hand here.
In the base, maybe. But most of these people haven't seen what it's like out in the field. Right now, they're still excited to be alive and kicking. But if it starts getting worse out there, well, they'll need someone who can keep a smile on their face. How's the infiltrator?
The containment room was designed to act as both a brig and a lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Faulke?
I trust him with my life, sir. After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir. Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage, and I thought they were looters.
Well, that could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back, once they were certain I was human.
How exactly did they prove that?
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
I see you gave up on the disguise. Done playing dress-up?
This one can no longer hide. Those systems were corrupted by your scientists.
Yeah. Gloat all you want about your superior technology, while we've got you tied to a chair with a rope.
You want revenge for your fellow warrior. Go ahead and take it. Nothing you do will stop the Zujari.
We're gonna pay a visit to your home, and you're gonna help us get there.
A counter-invasion. Ha! The more you resist Mosaic, the more you will bring death to your world. You think you have seen our strength? This is just an expeditionary force preparing the way for our armies. We will destroy you.
We'll see about that.
It's simple. You will join our empire or you will die. For us, there are no other choices.
Our whitecoats say there's been a change in your attitude ever since they yanked this device out of your head. I want to know what the hell it is.
It is many things. A shield, a beacon, our focus. It is Mosaic. Without it, I am alone, unsure, impure of thought.
What exactly is Mosaic?
You would think of it as a broadcast, a network. Each of us are connected to it. It unites us.
It's how you receive your orders.
Our orders, our faith. Mosaic delivers truth, or perhaps what Origin decides is the truth.
Why don't you just do yourself a favor? Just talk straight to me, and tell me about this Origin. Maybe we can help you.
You are more civilized than would be expected for such divided creatures. It is not a weakness. Nothing is as I thought. Nothing is as Origin told us.
Listen, I'm fighting for the survival of my entire race here. Give me something to work with, or you'll find out what I'm willing to do for my world.
You have already seen what we are willing to do for our own dying world. What Origin has forced us to do for our world. Forced me to do to other worlds.
You don't have to let Origin control you. Tell us how to stop him and you can be free. We can destroy Mosaic. You can all be free.
Yes, but Mosaic cannot be destroyed. Mosaic is not a single place, not a solid thing. And soon it will consume your people as it has so many. As it did mine.
You're wrong. We've traced Mosaic's transmissions to a single location. If we can get there, your people can be free.
A myth spread by the few who are deaf to Mosaic. I used to think they were mad, but perhaps...
Here's proof. A source for Mosaic's transmissions. If we get there, we can put an end to it.
But without Mosaic, Without Origin's guidance, my people... we will never find a new world.
Your people could come here without conquest. Wouldn't be the first time immigrants came to our shores. We'll help you fight for your freedom. And in return, you can live in the land of the free.
William Carter. My thoughts are my own for the first time in my life. If there is a chance that others can know this freedom, I will tell you what you want to know. To survive the crossing, you will need an instrument that can recalibrate quantum structures. Such a device can be acquired from one of our ships, which you can find only at one of our docking stations near a Ven gate.
Thank you. Once we've stopped Origin, your people will thank you too.
Nice work in there, Carter. I bet the director will want to tell you that himself.
Was he watching?
You even have to ask that question? He's waiting for you in Ops.
Sir, we demand to have access to the Outsider. We have vital questions that demand answers.
Yes, what's with all this archaic interrogation? Why isn't that thing under a microscope all day, every day?
Gentlemen, please. We're still questioning him. I'm sure he'll be handed over to you when we've learned all we can.
Well, try not to be too rough on him.
Yes, we don't want him injured before the vivisection.
Carter, I only just heard the results from the interrogation.
He said something about a transdimensional something or other. Tell me it made sense to you.
It fits with what little we know about the Ven gates. In fact, it would make sense to use a transponder, a phase plotter as he called it.
I knew it was worth bringing you back. You're about the only person on Earth who'd understand what he was talking about.
And even then, I might never have known if Lawrence hadn't mentioned something similar during our experiments. What a shame he isn't here.
Any idea where to find this phase plotter thing?
He said it would be located in a docking tower. We've seen the Outsiders building towers in the areas they've occupied.
And we've certainly seen that they have aircraft around those towers.
Sounds like you'll have to find an entrance to one of those towers and steal this phase plotter from one of their aircraft.
Oh, is that all? Fight a gunship on its home turf.
No one said it would be easy to save the world, William.
There's Carter. He got the alien to talk, you know.
Huh? How'd he do that?
I'm afraid to ask.
Back from the interrogation? How did it go?
He was easy to handle. Now we've got our own little stool pigeon.
Then let's use him while we can. And before the lab tries to cut him up to see how he works.
You get the report from the interrogation?
Yeah. The bastard killed Nils. You were too soft on him.
That's why they didn't let you interrogate him. He can't tell us much if he's dead.
He didn't tell us much as it is.
He told us enough to figure out the next step. That's all we need for now.
With any luck, the old man will let me have the next shot at him.
I'm going to get some answers.
Good luck.
Carter, good work in there. I'm honestly surprised you kept your cool.
That wasn't my first interrogation.
It shows. Having a defector on our side could make a big difference.
And who knows? Someday, they might be great allies.
Let's just focus on making it through this war. Now, I've been discussing the information you extracted with Dr. Weir.
Any clue where we can find one of those interdimensional things?
The doctor calls it a phase plotter. And we know there's an Outsider docking tower near a town called Vida Buena in New Mexico. De Silva's team reported it when they were investigating sleepwalkers in the area.
Sounds like I should talk to De Silva.
That could be difficult. De Silva's team attempted to infiltrate the structure. The last report from them was 2 days ago.
What the hell, Faulke? De Silva goes missing and you're just telling me now?
Calm down, Carter. We have reason to believe that he's still alive, but he's deep in enemy territory and unable to broadcast. Link up with him and his team. Then you will all escort Dr. Weir through the command tower and secure the phase plotter.
Why are we putting the doctor back in danger?
Weir is the only one who understands how the enemy gates work. He's the only one with any insight into how their systems might operate.
And no time to train a field specialist, right?
Precisely. Keep Dr. Weir safe. He's far too valuable to lose.
What was De Silva doing up there anyway?
He was assigned to gather intel on the Outsiders' gates for Dr. Weir's benefit.
And now we're going there to get one of these gadgets. What aren't you telling me about this place?
Vida Buena is an Outsider transport hub. Ships coming and going from one of those gates, 24 hours a day.
So the best chance we have of getting a phase plotter
is a place swarming with enemies. Yes.
You think we can trust the outsider?
He seemed pretty shaken up. If we learned anything from your encounter with this Lawrence, it's that the real problem is their Mosaic.
You think they'll all just switch off when we take out Mosaic?
I wouldn't bet on it. But as it seems to be their communications network, destroying it would give us a serious edge.
Can't ask for much more than that. All right, that's all I need.
I'll have Senior Ops inform Dr. Weir that you're ready to go. Carter.
Yes, sir?
Good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
Alright, the next mission is a major mission, and it's a pretty long one, so I'm going to end episode 6 here. So, yes, stay tuned for the next episode, and have a nice day.